I'm Rob, and today we're at the Badger's Wood in Baughurst. So the Badger's Wood was formerly the New Inn, and it's been around since the 1890s. In fact, Badger's Wood is a good name because the actual village name Baughurst is Anglo-Saxon for Badger's Wood. We start our walk, walking down the right hand side of the pub towards Brimpton. Some nice little old cottages here as well. Anyway, carry on. Just tucked behind the holly bush is the finger post and the path that we're looking for. So it's still a little muddy, but then it is only the beginning of February. A nice little holly woodland. No berries though. I suppose they must have gone by now. Even though there's mud here, it's quite sort of peaty and gritty, so even if you walk straight through the mud, it's not that deep. So, you know, most of the summer I would imagine it would be dry underfoot. There really is an awful lot of holly in this wood. And there was a lovely chorus of crows a minute ago, but they've gone quiet as soon as I turned the camera on. The path eventually emerges onto a lane, and we turn right. And in a very short space of time, there's a track off to the left. That's a very nice tree house. We continue down here. So at the end of the gravel track, pass through here, and we're going to head up to Baughurst Hill. And you can see some water down there. Nice bit of a pond there. Not sure if it's fed by the Baughurst Brook, I suspect so. But we'll come across that a little bit later. And this is an awkward bit. There's several paths here, but we cross the bridge. Lovely sound of flowing water down there. And we carry on up the hill, ignoring that first small path on the right and the path on the left. For the hill, there's a path that crosses our path, which continues straight on, but we continue to the right, which is the Brenda Parker Way. Brenda Parker Way, we've picked it up on several of our walks, but it's a 78-mile long distance path, and it runs from Aldershot to Andover, or Andover to Aldershot, whichever way you want to go, and it's named in honour of a Ramblers Club official up here in North Hampshire by the name of Brenda Parker. carry on to the right. Now ignore any paths off, we're cutting across here. So we've branched off the path across the field and we're heading down, and you can spot it if you've got sharp eyes. You can see the sign in the bushes there. And we're just about to enter Ashford Hill National Nature Reserve. It's 23 hectares of SSSI, and it's operated by Natural England. So here we go. I am so pleased there is a boardwalk here. You wouldn't want to be walking over this. And in front of us we have the Baughurst Brook. And the Baughurst Brook runs into the River Enbourne, and from there on into the River Kennet. Some lovely bracket fungus, and even better overfalls. Now if you've made it with me this far, you're doing well. We've got to go through the gate and cross the bridge now. So we've crossed the bridge and we're going to turn right to follow the brook this way. Well, that fella has horns. Let's hope he's more interested in grazing than me. From the bridge we've just crossed, we follow the well-worn path through the gate at the other side of the field. And we go through the green gate, follow the path to the right. And this bit takes some thinking about. The map and the actual paths on the ground don't actually line up very well. But this is the way, just follow the well-worn path really. All the catkins, the spring's coming. And we negotiated the path correctly because there's the nature reserve sign and a green gate for us to exit. And we're climbing up Ashford Hill. And pretty soon we come out of the woods and we carry straight on across this open green field. And we just carry on along the path. And another finger post. So we've emerged onto the lane and we're going to follow the lane where these joggers have just gone. On the corner, the road bends off to the right and we take the footpath to the left, and then almost immediately before you get to the Dragon's Teeth there's a path to the right which we'll take. Still nice to see the gorse in bloom. At the end of the track, come across a road, and we turn left towards this main road. We cross over the road and go where that car has just gone down. And just inside Brimpton Lane, there's a public footpath on our right, which we follow over this stile. And this path is nicely fenced and hedged in. So we're skirting the edge of Brimpton Common. Now Brimpton Common is a Bronze Age cemetery basically. There's a lot of tumulus and tumuli. And that looks like that might be a long barrow over there. Zoom in a bit. So, our path takes us to the right at this juncture. Ignore all these spurs off and just keep to the right where you skirt Brimpton Common. I just see a little body of water over there as well. See if I can get a better view. I don't know what that water is over there, but it's on the map and there it is. Lovely and peaceful, all these walks across the commons and the woods and things. But of course, what Brimpton Common, and more so Aldermaston, are known for is being the home of the British nuclear deterrent. And there's AWE Aldermaston, and there's AWE Black Nest nearer here at Brimpton Common, and they manufacture and maintain the missiles and warheads. Sort of related to that theme, there are some quite famous luminaries, if you can call them that lived in this area. You might have heard of a few of them. There was Ruth Ellis, and she was the last woman to be hanged. She was a nightclub hostess that murdered her lover. There's also Ron Goodwin of 633 Squadron and many other war film fame, and Aneurin Bevan, who was the creator of the NHS and the welfare state. At this point, with the very nice house and the gate in front of us, we're going to turn right, and at the T-junction of paths, we're going to turn to the right. Fallen tree at the moment, we'll have to skirt round, but that's not a problem. So the great thing about a safari around Hampshire and Berkshire is the wildlife. If we peek through the trees, we can just see an elephant. Very random what that's doing there, goodness knows. But I don't think it's that ancient, it looks like it's fiberglass. Oh, some very interesting bits and bobs on that bit of land. We've got a little bit of main road now, we've come out of the woods. And we're going to be turning left. So I want to be facing oncoming traffic to be safe. And slod on. Yeah, boring bit this, but never mind. With this junction on the left, you see a footpath sign, which takes us back into the woody bit, down here to skirt behind the houses. Houses to the left, woods and electrical substation to the right. And this really reminds me of Three Cornered Woods in Eastleigh. Anyone from Eastleigh would remember that of my age. It was at the top of Chestnut Avenue where the roundabout is now for Asda. Great for whizzing your bikes down. Rule of thumb, keep the houses firmly to your left. Cool, what's been having a go at this then? Look at that. So there's the school, quite a big school. And we carry on the path, skirting it. Strangely enough, There's a goalpost over there on the playing field, so whether they use that as their sports field, I don't know. Someone tell me in the comments. Back out onto the road, and we're going to turn left, and this road will take us all the way back to Baughurst and the pub. So the school is the Hurst School. I don't know whether that's juniors or secondary. At a guess, I'd say secondary. So there we are, Baughurst and Hampshire. And in case you didn't know, we've been wandering around bits of Hampshire, bits of Berkshire in West Berkshire in Brimpton Common. Oh, the pub. Oh, the pub. Just in time. It's just starting to drizzle a bit heavier now. Be nice to get in there and have some lunch. So that was a lovely walk. It's about 5.5 miles. A little bit tacky underfoot in the winter because it's down by the river and everything. But it's very pretty, sort of place you wouldn't think of going walking. The nature reserve I'd never heard of until I researched the walk. And yeah, it's good. If you liked it, then like and subscribe. But I'm not hanging about any longer because it's just starting to drizzle quite hard. So I'm going in the pub to get some lunch. Come with me.